Wow. We are live. I don't know if you guys show up because, of course, I don't usually go live on Friday. Um, but wow. I don't usually go live on Friday, but I did tell you guys that I was gonna come. Oh my god. Let me tell you guys something that happened, okay? Oh, Lynn, you're here. Oh my God, why are you looking for me? I usually don't go live on Fridays. But of course, this week I've been sick. Let me tell you something that I just did, okay? I just took some clove water, okay? So I was like, what will I do? What will I do? How am I gonna feel better? Because I really need to feel better. So I just boiled some clove water and I put them in a basin and then I just started sniffing, like sniffing the water. God, you remember like how yesterday I had a running nose? Right now I feel so much better. Uh, right now I have what is it called? I have cinnamon and cloves on this cup, so I'm trying to sip. Honestly, let me tell you guys, if you have a cold, go and try some clove water. God, honestly, it just felt like instant. The cold was gone in that instant. Okay, it's still here, but I felt like, have you ever felt like your sinuses, your throat, everything opens up? That's just how I felt, okay? Let me know how is your Friday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me from. My good name is Omboy. Oh my god, I usually don't go live at this hour. I usually go live every day, Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. But because I've been sick this week, so I was like, why not just come on here and hang out with you guys, okay? Yesterday we did have an interesting topic. But of course, because when you're sick, you really can't concentrate. So that's what we're gonna be doing right now, but not really like topic wise, but randomly. Okay. So that's what you're gonna be doing. Let me know where you're watching me from. My good name is Wamboy. Lynn says I'm here again. Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a diehard. Lynn says, oh, do you have is it is cold? Yeah, I have a cold. I have a cold, but honestly, I'm feeling way better. I'm feeling way better. Guys, welcome to the live stream. Uh, Lynn says, oh, good. I will not say too much of your phone will burst too much. No, you can. You can say too much. You can say too much. Welcome on here. I like that. I like that. So you guys, how are you guys doing? So yesterday we were talking about before we had to literally end the live stream because of many reasons. Okay, first of all, guys, let's like the live stream. Let's like the live stream. Okay, yesterday we were talking about marriage benefits men more than women. Marriage benefits men more than women. Okay. uh God, I had so much to say when it comes to this topic, but I felt so bad that I didn't fully express myself. So on the topic of marriage benefits men more than women, what do you guys think? Lynn says, oh, okay, thank you so much. Guys, like the live stream. Marriage benefits men more than women. Okay, so we are talking about marriage benefits men more than women. Okay, today when I was doing my random scroll on Instagram, I came across this lady. She was saying that like one of the things that she doesn't want to get married, she doesn't want to be forced to serve her husband a lot of food more than the children. I don't know if I can find it, you guys, and read for you. I don't know if I can find that, you guys, and read for you all. It was really funny that like how men usually expect to be served a lot of food more than the children. So those are some of the benefits that men have in a marriage. And I'm not anti-marriage, you guys. It's just that I just feel like that was really funny. That was really funny. Lynn says my dog is gonna get I don't know how to say, but oh, like an injection. Okay, okay. Guys, welcome to the live stream. We're talking about marriage. We are still talking about the topic that we were doing yesterday. I really couldn't keep going because I wasn't feeling great. Marriage benefits men more than women. Okay, I'm looking for something that I did see today. Mhm. Can you guys like the live stream as we wait for people to get in here? Okay. What you mean with the question? Something went wrong. No, I don't understand you. I don't understand. Guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. We are talking about. Wow. Oh, unfortunately, my thing is not loading. Let me see if we can get the laptop, okay? So there was a lady today, this morning, when I was scrolling, there was a lady who was talking about the things that she will not be entertaining in her marriage. She will not entertain a man who expects to be served a lot of food more than the children, okay? And I sat down and thought about it. Men really expect to be eating 50, like, okay, let me not exaggerate. Men, for example, here out here, there's something that's common. For example, like chapatis. Okay, when you cook chapatis in the household, the man expects to be served with like 4 or 5 chapatis, while the children maybe eat half. Okay, so I found that lady to be really funny because she was saying things that she will not entertain in her marriage, and I thought that was really funny because honestly, it sounds like she's being mean, but really, men expect to be served a lot of food more than the children. So, guys, the men in the building, let me know. Let me know. Do you think marriage benefits men more than it benefits women? Lynn Hendrick says, "I have a question for you. Ask the question. Ask the question." Um, I'm looking for the whole thing that I'm telling you about. I want to read. You know, when you tell somebody a story that you read somewhere, sometimes it really doesn't make sense until you just read from the horse's mouth or something. Okay. Uh, wow. Guys, welcome to the live stream. We are talking about, does marriage benefit men more than women? Lynn, you said you have a question you can literally ask. God, let me see if I can find using this. Marriage benefits men more than women. So honestly, I'm gonna sit here and say honestly, marriage benefits men more than women. And the whole scenario of like men expecting to be served a lot of food more than what is served to the children is really icing on the cake, really. Okay, because growing up, I don't remember my I don't remember us being served. Okay, you don't expect to be served more food than your dad or something, but but at the same time, the whole thing that like men expect to even be eating additions when the children are hungry, that's really unfair. Let me first of all let me pin this. um Lynn says, I have a question for you. What is your favorite land? Like country? Do you mean like country? I like Kenya. I love Kenya, but I think I think I like Canada. I like Canada. I do like Canada. Okay, so I think as we were talking about yesterday, marriage benefits men more than women. It was literally like a question thing that was going on. Marriage benefits men more than women. So when people say marriage benefits men more, what do they really mean? Oh, and from my perspective, when men are married, they are more socially respected. When it comes to house chores, when a man is married, that's the end of him ever even cleaning. Some men don't even clean their underwears, to be really honest. Okay, so so there's also that. Aline says, "Welcome to the Gboard clipboard. Copy text is stored here." Okay. Uh-huh. Ezra Basil says, which kind of man will eat while the kids are hungry? That's village mentality. And honestly, it's village mentality. I grew up in a village. But we are not going to sit here and act as if we didn't see our fathers going for second rounds when we ate, but that doesn't mean that you are really full. Okay, And honestly, what I'm saying, this lady posted, I don't know how I'll access that because of course I'm using my phone. Let me see if I can access that girl's post. What was her name? God, I need to remember. I need to remember. Honestly, it's not village. Okay, I see her. Oh, your activity. Account history. Okay, okay. Seems like I'm gonna get to her. Uh, wow, guys, welcome to the live stream. Ezra is asking, what type of man will eat while his children are hungry? Okay. Okay, but it really happens. It's not village mentality, my friend. Wow. How will I be able to get to that? I know I should look for watch history or something. Oh, let me try and search. I think I remember what her name was. Okay, I want to read exactly what she wrote because I found that to be really interesting because I kind of relate. I've seen men eat 2 rounds, like the first plate, second plate. Well, the children are not full. Let's not sit here and act as if it doesn't happen. Uh, guys, welcome to the live stream. We're talking about marriage benefits men more than women. So let me know what's your insight. If you don't agree, let me know why. What do you think when it comes to the same topic? Let me try and search instead of looking for watch history. I think her name was. Oh, I found her. I found her. I found her. Okay. Okay, you guys listen. Reasons why I can't make a good wife. So this is this lady talking about this. Reasons why I can't make a good wife. And then she says, let me read that. Okay, she says, so this is a lady talking about reasons why I can't make a good wife. Okay, and then she says, I believe food should be prioritized for the kids. I'm not serving my husband a heap of food and give the small portions to children. Stop being a glutton. Okay. So yeah, I didn't make it up. And then the other thing she says, I will not change myself for a man. I will not start being religious and modest. Okay, another thing that she says, I don't like people staying in my home. A few days visit is okay. More than a week, rent your mother an Airbnb. Okay. Another thing that she says is like, I will only have children I personally can take care of. And then she says, I don't believe in signing things. I am not signing a marriage certificate. I'm marrying you, not the government. Okay. And then another thing she says, I'm not entering prayer marathons because you're you're behaving badly. Some problems need accountability, not midnight prayers. And then she says another reason why she can't make a good wife, I will not be your slave. I will get as much help as I can with house chores, even if it means hiring 5 nannies. Okay, and then she says, I am married to you, not your family. Uh-huh. If you have problems, if we have problems having children, I'm not going to church to be prayed for unless they also pray against low sperm count and impotence. Then she says, I don't believe love is proven by suffering. Okay, so yeah, so the whole thing about saying that like men want to be served 4 plates of food uh when the children haven't eaten this is not something that I really laughed when I read that, guys. We're still talking about marriage benefits men more than women, so send your insights. Uh-huh. let me read from Ezra. Ezra says, Lynn says, do you know Brawl Stars? No, I don't. Ezra says, I don't think people should get married because it will end up in divorce. Wow. Why? Why do you think it will end up in divorce? Okay. Then there's something that I avoided reading. Let me read this for you guys. I believe in divorce. It's always an option. I don't believe in staying for the children if the things aren't working out. Okay, do I agree with that? Yes, because I feel like these people, there are people who usually make a pact when they get married, like they will never divorce, even if there is a lot of ups and downs. Divorce is not an option. Okay, but why do you believe? Why I don't think people should get married because it will end up. Why do you believe that marriage will always end up in divorce? Okay, don't you want to be positive? Guys, we're talking about marriage benefits men more than women. Okay, and Ezra says he doesn't believe in marriage because marriage will always end up in divorce. Okay, I feel like women always carry more of the invisible labor. Like women are always working in the household, like cooking, cleaning. You're there. You're the one who remembers everybody's birthday. Okay, you're the one who makes everybody's special day happen, even for the man. Okay, and I'm not saying that men don't put in the effort. I feel, but at the same time, I feel like the woman carries most of the weight. Okay, so I feel like society praises men for helping in their own homes while expecting women to naturally do everything. Okay, Lynn says not all the time. Okay, yeah, honestly, I don't think marriage always ends up in divorce, but if you have to persevere, I feel like if you don't want to get divorced when you get married, you have to have the mentality of persevering. Otherwise, it's not gonna work out. Like, you gotta have the mentality of persevering. Okay, for example, most people in my village where I come from never got divorced. They fought, but they always found a way to get through it. Okay, do I think that's the best thing? No, because most of them were persevering, being fought, being beaten and stuff. Ezra says marriage is two people lying to each other, cheating, and paternity fraud. Why don't you get yourself a DNA, Ezra? Okay, no, it doesn't have to be always like lying to each other, cheating. No, when it comes to paternity fraud, why don't you make a point anytime you sire or anytime you father a child? Why don't you make a point of doing a DNA every other time? CJ, welcome to the live. She says, good morning, how are you? I'm good. Good morning to you. How is it going? Yesterday's topic, I have been sick for this week, like, so I just decided to, like, because yesterday we didn't explore the topic. We're still talking about marriage benefits men more than women. Okay, that's what you're talking about. Guys, when you join in, kindly like the live stream and subscribe. Lynn says to Ezra, no, just listen, not all the time. Like sometimes it does, but you like don't have to think that, because sometimes you do like okay, so I feel like sometimes marriage end up in separation, but not all the time. But I feel like so that you can be able to persevere the things that people put each other through in marriage, you have to really have a love for suffering, because I think most people have suffered in marriage. Lynn says not all the time. Okay, not all the time, but I feel like married people persevere a lot. You have to be ready to persevere a lot, because this is a whole another human being that you're dealing with. So on the other hand, if we are talking about that marriage benefits men more than women, we also have to look at the role of men in the marriage. Okay, men, I feel like men also face a lot of pressure in like providing for the household, protecting the family. Let's say your wife randomly gets harassed by a man, everybody is looking at you, why are you not protecting your family? Okay, and of course the wife have expectations in the household. So as far as you're saying marriage benefits men more than women, I also feel like women also benefit in this marriage. You just get to stay at home and not think about finances. Most women do. Most women do get to sit at home and the man just provides, or even if she works, her finances belongs to her. Okay, so I feel like good marriage benefits both people. Okay, it benefits both men and women. So some women benefit heavily because they get stability, they get emotional support, partnership, shared responsibilities, and all that type of stuff. Okay, so guys, welcome to the live stream. If you just joined in, feel welcome. We don't usually go live at this hour. I usually go live every day, Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. So this was yesterday's topic that we are just revisiting. Okay, so in your opinion, who benefits emotionally more from marriage? Okay, who benefits emotionally more from marriage? Who benefits? So who benefits emotionally more from marriage, in your opinion? So if you guys answer that, go ahead. Who benefits emotionally more from marriage? CJ says women, of course. How do women benefit more? Even though I'm not gonna sit here and act as if women are the okay, men are the only one who benefit, because of course also women get some type of security from marriage. CJ says I've never been married, I should sit this one. No, but when you look from the outside, I've also never been married, so I really don't know. But when you look from the outside, who seems to benefit more? I feel like both parties do benefit, but literally, for example, of course, when I look at, let's say, my mom's, their marriage and stuff, okay, when I look at it, I'm like, I think these people would have been better off on their own, like not getting married, okay? Because what I usually imagine in my wildest imaginations, I usually imagine if they never got married, my mom would have been out there chasing her dreams, never had children, you know. Okay, I would never have existed, but that woman would have been happier. Okay, she would have gone after her dreams. She wouldn't, especially the aspect of children. I feel like children really hold you back. Sometimes they don't, but most of the time women get held back by children a lot. Okay, when men father children, I don't think they are held back. I don't think they are forced to stay at home. I don't think they are forced to be there for these children. Okay, men are present in children's life by choice, but the woman, most of the time you really have to be, not to mention like you carried this child for 9 months, so you are really emotionally entangled with the child. Okay. Okay, guys, we're still talking about marriage benefits. It's literally a debate. Who benefits emotionally more from marriage? That's the question that we're answering right now. So let me know what you think. And when you just join in, kindly subscribe, say hi. Let me know where you're watching me from. Okay. Why are you so against children? CJ says you're very young. Your mind could change in the future. No, don't say that. First of all, I think there's another time when we were having this discussion on this live, and you still asked me the same question. why am I so much against children? Okay, so I don't know if you want me to answer again or what, because I can sit here and give you 1,000 reasons. Okay, so first of all, you're very young, your mind could change in the future, and I'm not against my mind changing, but I'm just saying how I feel right now. Okay, first of all, as I've told you guys in the past, like I have felt like I've been parentified. Okay, I felt like I've always been someone who is taking care of other people, especially siblings. Okay, and the whole aspect of like raising each other, growing up, like your parent would have like 5 children and you guys are raising each other. That really messed me up. That really messed me up, honestly. And then I look at the quality of life, I'm like, nope. Honestly, God, this is, I have seen my friends do good with children, and people know that I really like children. It's just that I don't want mine. Like, I like other people's children. Like, I am so down to earth with children. Children really love me. It's just that, like, I feel like if I have a child, me as a person, that's gonna hold me back. That's just my thinking. We don't know. Maybe I might change my mind. Who knows? Uh, oh, my friend Anna Mihaki says, "Hey, I'm watching from Kenya." Oh my God, welcome to the live stream. So, what do you think? The topic that we are having right now is marriage benefits men more than women. Marriage benefits men more than women. So, what do you think when it comes to the topic? Do you think it's equal? Do you think women get equal benefits from marriage? Okay, because when I look at it, the invisible labor that women participate in, they are, you know, everything that the woman is expected to be doing in the marriage. For me, okay, even though the men are expected to provide, I feel like the woman is not appreciated enough, and then at the same time I feel like she carries most of the load. When there's children involved, that man can literally check out tomorrow, but this woman is mostly and I feel like women are meant to be parents, or they are meant to be mothers. So which means you can't literally sit here and see your child suffer. You're gonna feel like I have to do something. Okay, so maybe Anna, tell us your opinion or what you think when it comes to the topic. Okay, so CJ, because you've been asking me why am I against children, do you want children, do you have children? um okay, so, and also I feel like most men, I feel like this is just how I feel as a person. Okay, I feel like most men are usually present for their for their children when they are children, but then when you become adults, then that whole showing up really changes. Okay, so I feel like, so remember, I'm not here to say that like, okay, women are the only one, men are the only one who benefits from the marriage, because you can't ignore the part that men play in the household. Okay, I feel like most men say that modern marriage feels risky financially, emotionally. Like, oh my God, nobody wants to be gold digged or whatever you guys call that. Nobody wants to get a woman who hustles you financially, you know. So there's also that. So I feel like also marriage is risky for the men because you don't know which woman is genuine. Okay, so but I would also like to say like good marriage benefit both people, men and women. So I feel like women also benefit from marriage through stability, emotional support, partnership, shared responsibility, but that is just for the good men. Okay, that's just for the good men. Okay, so let's see. Guys, welcome to the live stream. We're still doing the topic of marriage benefits men more than women. And I know we did this yesterday, but I feel like we didn't explore it. And also there were so many questions that were left unanswered. So I think this is a good question. Would you advise young people to marry today? Would you advise young people to get married today? Guys, welcome to the live stream. We are talking about marriage benefits men more than women. It's literally a debate, so it's not like I'm saying that. You guys get me right. So, would you advise young people to get married today? Because I feel like when it comes to like telling women to get married, it's usually about them not being alone in their later days. It's usually about them having a place to stay and stuff. So what if you hustle yourself through it and maybe you have your own place, okay? But I know like that doesn't compare with like having a human experience, okay? Nothing compares to having a natural human experience, okay? But would you advise young people to get married today? I think I'll go first. Would I advise young people to get married today? I think I would say yes, but God, be on the look. Be on the look. I feel like what I would say or what I would even advise myself because I'm also young. When you get married, you be on the look. Don't allow yourself to get lost. Like the whole pact of saying that you can't get divorced. You know, when somebody is being a jerk, move. You don't have to get stuck there being abused, or also even being an abuser. You don't have to get stuck there. Like I feel like the generations that come before us were treating marriage with a lot of like it's something that's really profound. It is profound. I want to look at it as something that's profound, but it's not something that's worth my life. Okay, it's not something that's worth uh, my life really. Like there's a lot of things that I can do instead of letting myself to get abused. Okay, so well, okay. Would you advise young people to get married today? Uh, I'm gonna keep sending the questions on the stream because honestly, that's what honestly because I put so much work into like writing notes for the live streams, and when we don't explore that, I just feel like I wasted my time. Okay, I feel like I wasted my time, but yeah. So let me type all the questions on the screen. Even though sometimes I feel like some people usually watch and maybe somebody doesn't say anything, but I feel like we are also learning from each other. Uh, oh my god, this is interesting, especially if we had somebody who is married. Would you marry again if your current marriage ended? That's creepy. What do men sacrifice that women ignore? Okay, this is a good question. What do men sacrifice that women ignore? What do women give up most in marriage? I think let's go. What do women give up most in marriage? Guys, welcome to the live stream. We're still talking about marriage benefits men more than women. Okay, we have a question here. This the one that's on the screen. Would you advise people to get? Would you advise young people to get married today? Okay, and another one is, would you marry again if your current marriage ended? And so we have another question that says, what do men sacrifice that women ignore? Okay, kindly guys like the live stream and subscribe. Let me type this question. Would you marry again if your current marriage ended? Everybody is married. I don't care if you answer or you don't. You don't. You can ask yourself that question. Guys, welcome to the live stream. Would you marry again if your current marriage ended? Hey, what advice? What would you advise young people to get married today? Would you advise young people to get married today? Oh my god. Uh-huh. I think we're gonna be doing, let's say, 45 minutes. We're gonna be doing 45 minutes and we are at 34. Okay, so this will literally bring to an end this topic from yesterday, and yeah, maybe after that we can see each other on Monday. Okay, so maybe maybe the problem isn't marriage itself. Maybe it's the roles people expect inside marriage. Okay, you want to get married, but you expect that you literally don't look at what you're supposed to be doing in the marriage. You only look at what the other person is supposed to be doing. Okay, as a woman, you might sit there and say, you know, you're supposed to be providing and protecting us. Okay, but when you're left, if you're not working, like, are you cleaning the house? Are you making sure that uh maybe whatever you're having like shared roles? Okay, if the marriage, if you guys decide like, oh, this is a, we are doing the traditional gender roles, you go to work, I stay home, let us stick to that. Okay, and if we decide like, if we decide like we both are gonna be working, when we come back home, don't come and stretch your legs putting them on the top of the table. It's just no. Okay, so if we decide like we are putting in the work, we are all working, let's all work even at home. Okay, yeah. Ooh. Okay, but I still think I'll do one live stream when we are talking about we will have one side where people are talking about why they want children, and then another side when they say why they don't want children. Okay, I feel like that can literally be a good debate because yeah. uh okay, there was also another question: is marriage becoming less about love and more about survival? Okay, I don't know because I've never been married. Okay, God. Let me wait. Would you advise young people? I said I don't know. Would you marry again if your current marriage ended? Okay. I think if you I think if your first marriage ends, you don't wanna get married, do you? Okay, it's like, would you still want again? What would make you think that another person will be different? Or even you as a person, what makes you think that you will be different? Like, honestly, I feel like you'll be so cautious, you'll be walking on eggshells, you'll be like, oh my god, I just don't want to meet the type of person that I met before, you know. Okay, so you guys, I think we are winding up. I feel so good that we finished this topic and I don't feel like I wasted my time writing notes and stuff. So 3 more minutes, 3 more minutes. But honestly, I'm gonna be doing a live stream about uh we're gonna be have one side, because of course my topics are usually like debate type. We're gonna be having one side that people who are like we're gonna have children, and then the other one is gonna be like, you're not gonna have children. Okay, so yep, so that was what we're gonna be doing. Wow. Okay, so maybe maybe the whole thing about marriage is not about who is putting in most of the work. It's about like, is the other person seeing you? Is the other person seeing what you're doing? Is your partner seeing how you're helping or how you're getting involved in the marriage? Maybe that's the real question. Okay, so I think we're not gonna take so much time because of course I don't usually go live on Friday. So I think we can close up on this topic, and guys, I'm gonna say I'll see you guys on Monday, but maybe Sunday, I don't know, but mostly Monday, you guys. This topic, if you have things that you want to comment, the question that I did put right there: would you advise young people to get married today? Would you marry again if your current marriage ended? Who benefits emotionally more from marriage? Okay, if you would like to comment, of course you can listen to the live stream, and also you can leave your comments down there. So guys, keep watching the content and also keep subscribing. So I think I'm gonna see you guys next time. Okay, bye bye.